I'm going to begin at Aaron Barsker. I mean, there's the sort of meticulous attention to detail in this film, particularly kind of visually, the way that different colours are kind of shown in both kind of stories. I mean, is that something you got from the screenplay, that Tom's kind of quite unique vision he had for this movie, particularly from a visual perspective?
Yeah, I think, you know, I think Seamus McGarvey, who shot it, did a very beautiful job, but I think it was always... Tom was very open about how he wanted to bring the two worlds together, and especially through character as well. Like, my character was supposed to be kind of larger than life, very elaborate, pretty wacky, I guess, to contrast against Susan's pretty stark, sterile lifestyle, contemporary lifestyle. So, yeah, those two parallels needed to contrast beautifully. Yeah.
It must be quite strange in a way, because I guess obviously you're sat here in this room, and I think Amy Adams is a couple of rooms down, and you're going to be at the premiere and stuff. But you're both here sharing the same experience and promoting the same movie. But it must feel like you didn't really ever do it together at all.
No, but weirdly our kids go to the same school, so we sort of tag teams. You know, I'd see them and see her in the morning whilst I was coming off a night shoot, looking pretty dishevelled and scary as hell.
In regards to working with Tom, I mean, of course, A Single Man was such a beautiful piece of cinema.
Right.
I mean, when you do decide what projects you want to get involved in, when you've got a kind of piece of cinema that the director made in the kind of past that's as good as that must make the decision so much easier when you kind of, in terms of understanding what they are as a filmmaker, what they can kind of do, I guess.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that definitely gave a grounds for him to be able to grab people like Jake and Amy and things like that, but you know, he adapted the screenplay, and it was a fantastic screenplay. Yeah, and I think when you sit down with someone like Tom and he really starts to talk about film, who's a huge film lover, by the way, so, and I think you can tell as you watch this, it's got like a Hitchcock, Fellini-esque film noir aspect to it, but he's very good at being able to tell you what he really wants without being kind of condescending, and it's very eloquent and very decisive, and he's got an eye for detail. So as an actor, you feel secure, so you put your full trust in someone like that, and I think that's why he gets great performances.
When you're sort of around Tom on set, not when you're kind of in character, just when you're sort of meeting him, even just sort of post-production, pre-production, do you always have to feel like I've got to look good when I'm around Tom Ford? Because there's a few journalists back there just who are about to interview him today, and they're all kind of comparing what they're wearing, because when you're in the presence of a kind of fashion designer like that.
He, yeah, you're never going to look as sharp as Tom Ford, though, you know. He is the ultimate gentleman, you know, and he looks always dapper and sharp. In
this film, of course, it goes without saying you play quite a nasty bastard, and some actors have a theory that you've got to like and empathise with the character that you're portraying, you're embodying. That must have been particularly difficult in this instance, to try and find, I guess, some semblance of pity towards him, or some likability. Could you?
No, not really. I think the only way... I mean, maybe I did. I mean, maybe I did enjoy being able to be able to provoke and manipulate Jake. I think was kind of probably, there is some fun in that, being able to play that kind of role. But other than that, yeah, I don't think you can empathise with this guy at all.
Yeah, he's pretty terrifying. And just finally, of course, coming up, is it The Wall you've got with Doug Liman?
Doug Liman,
yeah. I just wondered what you can tell us about that one. Have you started shooting it yet?
Shot it, yeah. It was a 14-day shoot. That was the quickest thing I've ever done. One location, pretty much. There's two characters, and it was amazing. It was really intense and a beautiful experience and an experiment. At the end of the day, I'd love to. I'm excited about it. I mean, I loved what we did, so I think it'll be sometime next year, though.
Brilliant. Well, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Much appreciated. Cheers. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey You Guys!